Flight 9, flying in solid overcast at 15,000, climbing to 17,000, over.
This is a flight duplicator, a machine which can duplicate every possible condition of flight. The operator sitting at this panel can set a dial, and right away it's just as if you were flying through a snowstorm. Or he can push a button, and just about any kind of an emergency which could ever happen can be made to happen right here in this room and shown on the instruments in the cockpit. All TWA pilots must take a stiff duplicator instrument test every 2 months. Right now, Duncan is experiencing the actual feeling and condition of flight, just as if he were really flying a copy.
Flight 9 requests landing clearance, over.
Flight 9, you're cleared number 1 for an approach to runway 21. The wind is southwest at 5 miles per hour.
Nothing to it. Just watch your instruments and keep her on the beat.
Nothing to it, eh?
It's a lot different than old Betsy, sir. Never saw so many things happening at once. You need more arms than an octopus.
Well, that's why they give the captain, a co-pilot, and a flight engineer. It's a team operation all the way. You see, the larger airplanes become, the more complicated they get, and the more instruments they need. And those instruments have to be watched.
I watched them all right, sir, but I didn't know what to do about them.
Well, how'd he do?
Great. Well, 1 or 2 minor mistakes.
May I see them, sir?
Right here, you flew through the top of a mountain. And right here, you were 73 miles off course. But your greatest mistake, Duncan, was your landing.
My landing?
500 feet under, son.
Under?
Under the runway. Oh, don't feel like that. You flew as well as most student pilots do when they start training, and they're a lot older than you. Here, keep this. Souvenir.
Cheer up, Duncan. We let you ride that duplicator for a very important reason. Come here a minute. Take a look out there. Count the people.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Every person on that plane depends upon the pilot and his crew. And when you have all those people in the cabin, and you're up front at the controls, you're not playing a game. That's a man's job, Duncan.
I understand, sir.
Well, there's nothing grim about it. I just wanted you to feel what a pilot feels.
Mr. Moore, may I have another try at the duplicator?
Duncan, what size hat do you wear?
I don't know. Why?
Say, Pete, where's that box?
Well, let's see. I believe we put it over here someplace. Is this what you mean?
Mm-hmm. Open it.
Open it, sir?
Well, Pat got her wings, didn't she? How about the jacket? I'll tell you what. You can try that on when you get back to your room. Then I think you better turn in. You and Pat are going to need all the sleep you can get for that flight tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
I think we're going to be quite a crew.
So do I. A real fine crew.
Patty, that's beautiful. Time for bed now. Have you brushed your teeth?
Uh-huh.
Good. Well, hop up on the bed and I'll comb your hair.
Kay?
In here.
Hi, Jenny. Hi, Pat.
Hi.
It's not much to look at, but it's the biggest I could borrow. Think it'll hold all those chaparrallies you'll buy in Paris?
That'll be the day.
Paris.
Kay's bid international and she's being transferred.
Yep, to New York with you tomorrow, and next week, Paris.
Wow.
That's right. Wow.
Night, Patty. See you tomorrow at flight time. Night.
Good night. And goodbye.
Now she hates men.
No, just this one in particular.
Hey, kids, easy does it.
Oh, hi, Pat. You going to Paris, too?
No, just New York.
Just New York. You hostesses are all alike. Spoiled, unenthusiastic. What do you have now? Rome, Cairo, Ceylon? This young hostess had better have some sleep. And the rest of you have packing yet to do. If I don't see you in the morning, have a good flight, Pat.
Thank you.
All done. Night, Patty. Good luck on your flight.
Night. You know, I've been wondering, Virginia. May I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you want to be a hostess? Is it just so you could get married?
Pat, whatever gave you that idea?
Well, you said the average was 18 months. That's all a girl flies before she gets married. And I was thinking
It seems to me, young lady, you've been thinking too much.
I want to be a hostess awfully bad, but I don't want to get married for a long, long time.
I'll tell you a secret, Pat. Neither does any of us. I mean, none of us is planning it. Those things just sort of happen. Because when you fly, you meet all kinds of people.
Like husbands?
Even husbands. But you also meet lots of wolves. Come on, under the covers.
Real wolves?
Gives me chills just to think about them. Tomorrow's a big day for you, so lights out.
Are all those girls going to get married?
No, silly. They're leaving tomorrow for London, Paris, Madrid, and Cairo.
Just like that?
Just like that. Vacation. When you've been with the airline for 6 months, then you can fly anywhere in the United States free, and anywhere in the world for half fare. But good night. Sweet dreams.
Night.
Well, I've always wanted to ride a camel past the pyramids.
You and Cleopatra. She rode down the Nile on a barge, didn't she?
You can kid all you want, but the first thing I do when I get to Cairo is find a nice, clean-cut camel.
Never heard of a clean-cut camel. I say we should stay right in Paris and just sit at home and cycle another day. And miss London.
You're not going to miss anything.
Shh. Quietly, girl. Pat. Wake up, Pat.
Up you get, sleepyhead. Mr. Moore's outside,
Now?
and you're due to take off.
Boy!
Morning, Pat.
Hi. Be down in a jiffy.
She'll be right down, Mr. Moore.
What makes you think that?
She said she'd be down in a jiffy.
Listen, Duncan, aside from teaching you about flying, perhaps I'd better warn you about women, too. They're always late.
Always, Mr. Moore?
I can't believe it. You better hop in, too. We're on our way to the airport. And then, New York, here we come. See you tomorrow.